Welcome to 3 Minutes with Jay Bala. We're with Jay Bala, portfolio manager at AIP Asset Management in Toronto. Should I be invested at all times?
Yeah, so I think this is a question of sort of market timing, right? And, look, there's been a great depth of research done into this field. And the reality is this: nobody can market time. Because in order to time the market, you need to be able to predict the future. And we all know that we can't predict the future. So the reality comes down to, well, what do? I can't predict what's going to happen to me tomorrow, but I can go ahead and make plans and adjust for risk and think about things in a practical manner. So the analogy we can use is, if you think about sort of investing in the real estate market, in that, should you buy a house at these levels? And the way we look at it is saying, okay, well, let's split that into two separate categories. Category number one would be sort of lifestyle choice. That pertains to you buying your home. And that home is driven by different decisions that you're going to make, as opposed to an investment property, which is entirely different sort of decisions you'll make on that. So for your home, what are you really looking at? You want a good school for your kids. You want to like your neighbors. You want a safe neighborhood, and you want to know that you can actually pay the mortgage. Whereas for investment property, you're going to look at it and say, well, look, I don't really care about any of that stuff. I want to know how much rental income I get. Is that rental income enough to pay my mortgage? How long is it going to take me to pay this off? And am I going to get some kind of capital appreciation out of it? And in the same way, what you want to do is break out your portfolio into those two categories. One is sort of your day-to-day living lifestyle, and that's going to be composed mostly of bonds. The other section of your portfolio, which is the riskier part of it, which is equities and sort of other categories.
Right.
When it comes to bonds, it's going to be much like your home. You're going to say, look, at the right price, at the right time, I'm just going to lock it in. So if that time says, listen, I'm good with a 5% yield, I don't care if the market goes up, down, or anything else. I'm getting my 5%. That's all I really need. I'm going to wait it out. In the same way that, once you buy your home, your neighbor's house goes up for sale. And, it's nice to say, oh, that house went for $1.5 million. That's great, but that's not going to change your lifestyle choice. Even if it was $2 million, you probably wouldn't sell your house, because now you got to drag your kids out of school. You got to change your whole lifestyle. Whereas with the investment property or the equity portion, you're going to make sort of shorter term decisions. Just like with your investment property. If some guy comes along, who bought the house for $500,000 and he says, look, Thomas, I'll give you $1.5 million. You'll say, here you go. You don't really care why he's paying you the $1.5 million. You don't care if it's the best location. You don't care about anything else. I'll take it now, because when it comes to that portion of your portfolio, there is no wrong time to take a profit. Thank you, and have a nice day, right?
Right. So what you're really talking about is approaching this as an asset allocation model that's more in line with what is each portion there to accomplish.
Exactly.
How are you managing your money currently?
The same, which is 50% to my hedge fund, and 50% still remains in cash. And as opportunities come, I'll deploy it.